Hi, everybody. Welcome to SayconTalks. And I have a special guest. I'm so excited.
Hey, guys. I'm Charity Jordan, and I'm so glad to be here with my good friend. She's the best.
Yes.
Oh, it's the ambiance music. Ambiance music. Okay.
I had to play my little music. I may have to add a little intro. We'll see. But thank you all. If anybody's watching live, please enjoy this interview. This is my really good friend. I mean, a sister. I've known her for so very long. And we had to get our little production together. One of my first
had to get some good light for y'all.
The light,
get our
like the chocolate.
Popping, okay.
You know what I mean? The curls are popping. And so we are having a little bit of tea. Welcome. You know I like to drink some tea. Okay. So
I got my tea as well.
Today we have Today we are drinking some Twinings lemon ginger.
That's my favorite.
It's a lemon ginger, right?
I usually do that with a bag of peppermint as well. Yes. I do a bag always. So
I don't have any peppermint today, so she just had to have it. But we got a little sprig of lime in there, and we put some honey. And it's really nice. If you're interested in it, you can click the link below and you can get it. It is on my Amazon store. I would make some money, but at no extra cost to you. So thank you. So cheers.
Cheers, babe. I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm so happy to have you here. I want to make sure that everybody knows that you can support this podcast by visiting the Buy Me a Coffee, buymeacoffee.com/Saycon. If you want to support, we are not sponsored. We are just doing our thing. So please support
buy my baby a coffee.
Buy me a coffee.
Buy me a coffee, a tea, some crumpets, maybe a croissant.
Come on, crumpets, everything.
I feel like it's well worth it. Well worth what you about to get today. Yeah, it's gonna be a good interview. I promise.
So let me just start off by saying, Charity and I have known each other a very long time, and I know a lot about you, but I don't know everything about you.
That's true.
Tell the people a little bit who you are. Charity is an actress, a director, a producer, and a writer. But she started. There was a little Charity at some point.
There was
that started. Where did you begin?
You know, I think just always been a performer at heart. I was laughing with my daughters the other day about just me singing Annie in the original Annie, the white one with the red hair and the freckles. Not this. I mean, I like the new black Annie that my kids grew up with.
But the old school,
but the original Annie, right? I was just so happy. I just was like, one day I'm gonna be Annie, like the sun come out tomorrow.
Yes.
And so I just always feel like I just had that kind of thing in my heart. And then went to Performing Arts High School at Saycon here in Atlanta, Tri-Cities High School.
Shout out to Tri-Cities High School. That's where we met. We met in high school.
And then just went on from there. But just always just had just a very creative and imaginatory life in me.
I must salute you, girl, because with all that creativity back in the day, we were also in a theater group called the Freddie Hendrix Youth Ensemble of Atlanta.
Have you ever heard anybody say YEA? That's what he's talking about.
YEA. YEA. But we really be like YEA. YEA. So people would come and watch our shows. We did a lot of shows on political topics, and
I know we thought we were so revolutionary. And we was talking about teen pregnancy, talking about AIDS,
everything,
all Soweto and apartheid. We was
the
issues of the day. That's true.
We absolutely were doing. So we did them in high school. We did them in YEA with Freddie Hendrix, and we just got a chance to express. And I think that was the early days of understanding that you can write and create and do your own thing. You know,
I think if I think about why this was, as we talk about a little bit what's happening now in my life and how my career has grown and expanded, I think that was the start of the confidence to be able to do it, right?
Absolutely.
Because we would come in with our little paper like, I wrote this over the weekend. This is my monologue.
Go
ahead, do it.
Work on your monologue.
And then I come back and do it. And here go my monologue. Mama, don't scab me, mama. I don't know, whatever it is, right?
And child abuse monologues.
Child abuse monologues.
Oh my God.
Hey boy, I like you, monologues. And then we'll make a song.
Fall in love.
I love you, boy. Right?
We would be writing songs. We did everything.
I mean, we were just creative, right? And so when I decided to start venturing out into this project that we're about to talk about, I had a little bit of the confidence to be like, I can do that. I've been doing this since I was in high school.
Why not do it? Yeah. Well, you started off, shout out to your early days as a producer, right? So I've known you as an actress for a long time, right? But you, in addition to being, if I can name some of your credits, you were in Haunted House.
Yes, I was in Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion.
Disney's Haunted Mansion. I'm like officially a Disney princess, is what I tell myself.
Yes.
Alyssa.
Disney's Haunted Mansion. Selma.
Yes.
Which you were beautiful in. Fun fact, This is the only actress who has played the mother and love interest
of the same guy,
of the same actor. And tell us what his wonderful name is.
Lakeith Stanfield, who was a star, baby. He's just a star.
Lakeith Stanfield. She got to play.
Baby, I played his mother. I was like, no, don't kill him. And then I was like
you were giving teen mother.
I was
like, she is too young.
But that's only because I think you knew me. I think other people didn't really understand. Like,
when I saw it, I was like, she is mama. But look, but she was killing it. They killed him. It was crazy. She was mourning and all that. And then multiple years later, she's in a Disney film playing his love interest.
And I'm like, hey,
out in New Orleans,
mommy son,
right?
Girl,
it's crazy.
It's crazy kind of vibe.
It's crazy, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Really
as an actress, like that's a fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
So you got these beautiful. You did the thing with Samuel Jackson.
Yes, Ptolemy Gray. That's one of my favorites.
Yes. Ones. So y'all make sure you stream all these things that Charity has been a part of. And of course, we were on what?
Wonder Years.
The Wonder Years together.
Right. I was like, I don't want to mess up no. Okay, you got it. Okay,
I got it. Boom. We were on the Wonder Years together. Yes.
Can I just pause for a minute to say that was such a serendipitous moment. It was so. I always think about how we were like, we was literally out. We're like, let's go get lunch together.
Yep.
Because she was in town.
Yep.
I feel like you were in town for the pilot.
Because I was living in during the pandemic. I lived in North Carolina. I lived in New York for a long time. Then I moved to North Carolina. So
okay, so you came here, and then you were like, I'm gonna be in Atlanta for a little bit, and I was like, well, let's get lunch at some point, make it happen. So then we went to lunch, a really nice, just feeling good, Black girls in the city lunch. And we were like, let's make a toast. Cheers. Yes. And literally, I'll never forget, we were like, cheers to being able to work with each other one day again. And we did a toast. And I was I promise you, I was laying on my couch. It was spring break. I was trying to take a nap. My daughters in the back keep saying this annoying phrase over and over. Like
let's layer in. She's also a mom and a wife.
I have two amazing children and an
mom,
amazing
wife,
husband.
Producer, writer, director, actress.
Yes.
So one of the children.
So the kids in the back, they just singing the same phrase over and over, just giggling in the kitchen. I'm laying on the sofa and I get this call and I'm like, my agents are calling.
You asleep.
And I was like, what's up? And they were like, the Wonder Years just want to check your availability. And I was like, Wonder Years? I didn't know to check for the Wonder Years. So I was like, oh, my girl, look at me. My girl put in a good word for me. She your boss. And I thought her like,
I had no
she had no idea.
idea.
I was like, okay. And look, I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay. And she sent me back like, okay. And I was like, I said, okay.
And I'm like,
and she like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. So it just happened. But it was one of the most magical things that ever happened to me. And I think magical things happen to me a lot, honestly.
Yes. Yeah. I have a lot of magic in my life too. Can I sit this?
Yeah.
You can't even sit
and so we ended up working together, and that was so fun. We got to work together in our own city, kind of in our own neighborhood.
What was amazing about it? So we found out we were essentially like playing best friends on the show. Our sons were our TV sons were best friends. And so then she played the wife of the coach, who a lot of you know, Alan Maldonado.
Oh my God, the best.
So wild, so crazy. They so zany. So here, every time, my character, I was with Dula's character. We show up and we're like, and then here they come with all the. I swear they needed a spinoff. It was so
Longs,
hilarious.
that was our last
the
name,
Long family, yes, the Longs and the Williams family. Yeah. So we had a great time with that. So I definitely think there was a seed planted with that, because the thing that and salute to Justin Jordan, who was also the associate artistic art director on the show. So there was a seed planted, I think. What I would see, Charity, every time she was on set, she's plugged in, she's talking to everybody, talking to producers, learning, watching, trailing, really fostering her passion for directing and for producing. Yeah. And I saw her planting the seed and building these relationships, which later came to really help, I think, and really be a big part of the one thing that we have to discuss today, which is Vera's Holiday Flop.
Yay, Vera's Holiday
Flop!
Which
is Charity's first feature film that she wrote, directed. This is the first, just the first, one of many. Wrote, directed, starred in, and produced. Yeah. So, now I did want to talk leading up to doing a feature. You and your husband, you guys produced a web series, which is called Mommy Uncensored.
Mommy Uncensored. Yes. So, and please, like, I feel like Mommy Uncensored is just the best ever. Like, I still watch it and I laugh. I still watch it and I cry.
I'll make sure I put the link
we'll
for
put
you to watch
on there. But if you go Mommy Uncensored on YouTube, you'll still find 2 seasons worth of like these full episodes, which are really cool. It was about being a stay-at-home mom, because at the time I made it, I was a new mom. My kids were babies. You literally can see one of them is like like head bobbling, like.
Oh my
but
God.
I made it because there was no content for moms that look like me.
Yeah.
Like really, like I would be taking
and
my
I
kids.
see stuff they got mocha moms, different stuff. All this stuff is happening now. Like with social media,
but it was like so, or it was like clubs or like groups, but there was no entertainment. Yes, there was no entertainment, scripted shows, entertainment, and absolutely. The things that were out there were for moms. Other moms got to have fun and talk about their struggles, but not us. We was always still like, I know how to take care of a baby,
right?
Hey, get over here, kid. But I was like, what the hell?
There's more to it.
Taking care of a baby is hard as hell.
There's subtleties to it.
Like, and I don't know what I'm doing.
And she was able to paint that and put that in her series. A lot of
it's a comedy,
friends,
so.
it's a comedy. A lot of our music was featured in it. I had some music that was featured in it. And
I always want to put my friends on, like, just sidebar. And I know we were like, y'all like, what y'all talking about? But
no, this is important.
It's important.
Like
but I like, if I'm making something, it's no fun if the homies can't have none. Yes. Like legit, like
absolutely.
Shout out to Snoop or Warren G or whoever made the song. But I feel like that. It's not fun to me if my homie's not in it, if my friends aren't around it, if the other people who I know are hella talented and hella beautiful and hella creative are not right there with me. So whenever I'm making something, I always try to include this circle of friends that I developed since high school, since YEA, that are just amazing, that should be on the highest stage. And if I can give them 3 more views or 17 more likes, then I'm down for that.
And the thing about that too is that it really it makes it more fun too. Like when you're including your community, it's really including your community. You're able to live your life. You're working, you're laughing, you're playing, you're doing your passion with your friends. Yes. There has been times in my life as well where I did a calendar 100 years ago. I did this calendar. It was called the Southern Pinup Calendar, honey.
Southern Pinup. I kind of had on a shirt like this. I didn't have no. First of all, can we talk about? Okay,
it was a
calendar.
Reason I'm bringing it up is because it was also another opportunity to bring a bunch of friends together to do. I had my cousin on hair. We had Day. Shout out Day Bird was on makeup. Like, and we shot all these different looks, and it was a calendar. But that was the first time that I also felt that feeling of bring everybody together. You know, it's tough though when you bring everybody together because you can just focus on yourself, but then you have a desire to bring everybody together. Now you got to wrangle schedules and people and personalities. But that was I got to talk about the calendar. It was going with my album, which was Southern Pinup album. I'll link that below. Too,
link the album. You got no pinup? I bet they buy that thing. Anyway, so if they bought the pinup calendar. It's the people in there from back that's hot now. That's hot.
It's a little. I know. We got D Wood in that album. Yes.
Christine Horn is in it.
Christine Horn.
Yes. Yo, that's the.
Yes.
That's what you need to
Christine had the long stretch. Yes. I may have to put we might have to put a re-release or at least do a little post.
A little post. Okay, so Southern Pinup. I want to talk about it real quick because I had on this. I showed, and my daughters, I'm so great. My daughters,
short.
I had on a white business like little jacket, but it was open, so all my little whatever. Yes. But let's talk about this real quick. I showed my daughters this because they're at an age now where I could be like, look what I did when I was a kid, right?
And, like,
and it was like, what was you thinking? It was like, yo, eyeshadow, like, my eyes.
Not them hating on you.
Ain't have no mommy breasts, right? Ain't had no grown breasts, so it was like, and my shirt like,
it was still sexy though.
It was still sexy. It was sexy, baby.
Yes.
That's anyway.
You know, you have those moments.
You do.
You come together. Yes. You make things happen. Friends. For me, I made music videos and put albums together or release singles and EPs and different things like that. But when you are a woman, and you are producing and you are having a call sheet and needing people to be on time and needing people to do their job and needing to make sure that the words are written correctly. And then there's let's not layer on the social media of it all. People like, you didn't post me, when you gonna post it? Like there's so many layers to all of it. So I was so very proud when Charity called me up and said, friend, I want you to do this table read. I'm like, what you want to do table read? She had written this amazing script. And she wanted to get these friends together. So what was that step? I mean, or even before that, you wrote the thing.
So I was writing.
How long ago did you write it before you even called us for that?
I probably took 2 years to write, like, because I have a full life, right? Yeah. I'm an educator. I'm a mommy. I'm a wife. I do other things. And I got full 9 to 5. Let's keep it clear. I not act, you know what I mean, as those gigs come. And so,
and now you're also a Delta.
And now.
Well, let me get started. Should I clear the room? Should I clear the room?
Baby, that thing crispy, baby. That thing. Okay.
So right.
Yes.
So you wrote it first.
So I probably took And it would be in my in-betweens. Like if I had a break or if I would be over the summer, I would write it. Or as things came to me, I would write.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got really competitive about finishing it. Right. I was like, let me finish it. I want to say I finished it.
Because that's the key, child. Because we start things.
Yeah. And I had kind of just been dragging it. You know, it took me like 5 years to read a book. My one daughter, Mackenzie Love, who has a little book podcast. I'll put that below somehow.
Yes, we can link that.
But she can read a book in a day. Like and I'm talking
she's
like
devouring a book.
A real book. But I'll be like
books. And
I'll be like 5 years later, like chapter 16.
My attention span is sketchy as well.
So anyway, so I wanted to finish it. And so when I finished it, and it had all the flaws. I just want to kind of just allow yourself to give yourself grace to have the flaws. Some of the formatting was
rough
off.
Draft, whatever. A draft.
Right. Some of the formatting was off. I was using the free version of whatever script writing utensils program I was using. Mm-hmm. But it was done. And then I cleaned it for a little bit. And then I finally felt like I was at a place and I had so many pages. Oh my God. I was like trying to like just cut pages. Because it was just so funny to me. I was like, let's keep it. My husband would be like, you don't need. I'm like, this joke's so funny. Anyway,
stuff. So they call it in our business. They call it killing babies.
Yeah, I was like
when your favorite parts is hard to let go.
Can't cut this. Remember when he said it? Like, right. So we finally got to the table read, and I wanted to hear it because all the voices were in my head for so long, and some voices were the exact voices on the table read that I wanted when I wrote it. So Saycon's voice I always had in my head is my sister on there, whose name is Rhonda, but I always knew, okay, this is a Saycon voice. I always knew Terry was a Terry voice. So in that original script, if we ever look back at
Terry
that,
Vaughn, we're talking about the fabulous
Vaughn.
Terry Vaughn.
I always knew some voices were always in my head as people. Jelani Jones, who plays the kid, was always in my head as a person. Then some other people had names associated with the people I thought was kind of that voice. But nevertheless, we got the table read together. It was an amazing table read.
It was on a Zoom.
It was on a Zoom because we were
filmmakers. If you can't get everybody together, use the
I was like,
technology. We got on the Zoom.
From Saturday Night
Keaton
Live.
Thompson was on there. Who we went to high school with.
Yeah. So we went to high school with Keenan. So I was like, can you do a table read? I can't fly you from nowhere. Not New York or LA.
He hopped on that table read.
But he did.
He sure did. Yeah.
And I just needed to hear it and hear if it was as funny out loud as it was in my head. And when I realized it was, I was like, okay, like let's make it happen.
It was funny.
It was so funny. And I was like, we can do this, you know?
So what was the time period between that table read and
actually
knowing like we are like the day that you knew, oh, we're about to start production on XYZ date? How much time?
I think we did the table read.
Fast.
Yeah, it was very fast because we did like table read over the summer, I want to say. So I should go back and look at that. But definitely I know over the summer because by the time we filmed in December, so I remember it being close. You know what? I think the table read was close to Labor Day. We had went up to visit someone in Annapolis. But so summertime, around summertime or Labor Day. But it definitely was right.
So a quarter. It was like the next quarter.
And then we was like,
she's like, we shoot.
Action.
Boom. 10-day shoot.
10-day shoot.
Right.
10-day shoot.
All the drama that comes with that, which is that's not a perfect science being in this entertainment business.
I think I want you to hear that there was a quarter worth of work that had to happen before the 10-day shoot. So there's a quarter work of hiring cast and a quarter work of managing schedules, a quarter work of getting costumes and
learning your learning curve. How to be a SAG. It is a SAG film.
It's a SAG film. So then becoming a SAG signatory.
And stuff,
and we were coming off a strike. So what those new rules meant and what it's like to be a producer and expectations of producers and talking to people's agents. Like all of a sudden now I'm on the other phone with people being like,
people's agents.
They want what you say they need. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me
check. It was
let me call you back. So I'm like, let me call you back. I'm like, I can't get them no Skittles. Hey, okay, so we out of
only
Skittles.
Blue Skittles.
We ain't got no Skittles. They out of Skittles and wherever we at. Like, you know, it was a learning curve of all those things.
Yes.
Hiring catering. Like I just need to put the
catering, which was also another friend of ours.
It was also another friend of ours, Reggie Sloan. But putting the massive, I want to just take a second to honor how massive of a deal this is, right? I was talking on the phone with somebody, and you know, people know, like, I saw your little film on BT, and I was like, and I never do that, right? I always be like, yeah, but I was like, nothing. I was like, nothing's little about what I've done. I had to, and I'm not normally that chick. I'll be like,
but sometimes you got to set people
straight. I had to because.
You know?
It was too much work for you ever. It was too much like time, work, energy for.
I was like, be made any little.
So I had to. That was a very grown up moment for me to say. And I had to pause because I would usually be like, oh yeah, you know, because you just want to keep moving with the thing. But I had to pause for my own
growth.
self.
Your spirit said,
hold on. I said there was nothing little about what I accomplished.
Nothing little about it. Yeah.
And then I went to the I went turn back into the regular charity,
right?
Because I'm very much, but I had
and
to
let them receive that information.
Yeah,
honestly,
I had to let me receive that information. It wasn't even about them.
Yes.
It was about me receiving, because it hit me so differently. It was like it hit me in my face, like what, like, and I had to receive. I had to make a decision to go, no. Like I'm a big grown woman on this tip, and I had to receive that to say there was nothing little about what I just did or accomplished, what my family sacrificed, what I sacrificed, what I've given, what I've poured out, what I've furnished,
the
what
life
I provided,
force that you
the
put
life
into
force
it.
and energy that I just brought into this earth. There was nothing little about it.
Yeah.
And I can't even let it be said in my space.
In your space, not even in your presence.
Yeah, I was like, no, we can
play
a lot of stuff.
Did the person you
talking to, just like, oh, and it was nothing. It wasn't about her. So I don't even think she was like, oh, okay.
Gotcha.
But for me, I had to go, no, like it felt like, so you still feel like sit your back up, and I had to sit my back up. Hold on, let me sit my back up. And I said, yeah, no, nothing. There's nothing little. I will not bend it, as Christine said.
If y'all are enjoying this podcast, make sure you take a moment to like and subscribe to SayconTalks. Thank you so much for tuning in as we are talking. If you're just now entering, we are talking with Charity Jordan, who is the writer, director, producer, and star of Vera's Holiday Flop, which is the movie that I've been talking about. Any of you who follow me on social media, you see I've been posting like crazy in my stories. I've been posting, I even posted an interview that I did here on YouTube. Vera's Holiday Flop. It is currently streaming on BET Plus. I'm not sure how long the deal is for that, so you might find it somewhere else 2 years from now. Depends on when you catching this interview.
But catch it now.
It is on BET Plus. Make sure you stream it. You can download BET Plus. They have like a 7-day window if you want to get it for free. You know what I'm saying? And
but can I say this real quick, because this is something else. It's like $2 for 2 months right now. Like literally, it's like
on sale.
It's on sale. It's like $1.99.
So get the BET Plus.
BET Plus is like $1.99 for 2 months, and then after that $5.99. So even if you forgot to cancel it in 3 months, you ain't spend but $10.
So get it. That's what I did. I
just got it. And
BET Plus. And when you put it in and you search it, this is the importance of support and metadata and showing BET Plus, showing Viacom, whoever's associated with this particular filmmaker is making movies that people are interested in and that people want to see and that people are willing to download their platform just to watch and just to support. So it's really important that you do that. So again, make sure you like, thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below if you have any other questions, because I will definitely do some more interviews, hopefully with other cast members, maybe even do another moment with Charity as well.
We didn't even get into it yet.
This is just a little interlude. So I want to play a little bit of the trailer.
Yeah, let's play the trailer.
And then you're gonna tell us a little bit about this amazing movie that you wrote.
The trailer, guys. And Vera's Holiday
Flop, which I'm also in. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. 1 second.
Are you ready for holiday reunion?
I'm so excited. We haven't all been together in years. These are my best friends. Christmas is my favorite holiday.
We're blessed to have such solid friendship.
It's the perfect combo.
Let's party.
Nothing can go wrong.
Where's the police?
Police? Some neighbors have been complaining about weird occurrences.
What the hell? Barry, a real gun? What the hell is going on?
She's dead.
Asleep. Hello? Are you making out? Yes. What?
Drinks? Yeah, I do recognize I got to be back in my cell by the morning, right?
It's a fun movie.
Vera's Holiday Flop. So y'all just had a chance to see that trailer. So amazing. I've probably watched, because you had different versions of the trailer, and that was the BET Plus version of the trailer. I know that, like you said, it was a very big deal making this movie. You put a lot of your heart, your soul, your children put their heart and soul.
Baby.
Your husband put his heart and soul, because he also is executive producer, Justin Jordan. I always want to call him Jordan. Justin Jordan, who also worked on this with you, and the time and the energy that y'all put as a couple and as a family to make this movie, it cannot be underestimated. Agreed. So like, as far as doing the project, what would you say was the easiest, most serendipitous part? And then what would you say was the hardest part of producing your first feature film? First of many to come, first feature film.
The easiest part, I would say, was working with the talent. Like, you know, there were people that I knew for the most part, and people that I loved and that I understood. So that initial, hey, hi, I'm Chip. You know, I could just go back and like, hey girl, let's go. Okay, let me see. Okay, you're finished. You know what I mean? I could just do that and just move on. So that part was probably the easiest part, probably the most fun part as well. The hardest part, you know, editing was a hard process. Because I didn't want to let some things go. And I was just like, dang, that take, I want to put both takes in there.
How long did it take?
Man, we were editing just back and forth. And I've seen, and that's the other thing. I want to say the movie is so good. And this is just low key. It's just good. It's funny as hell. Like,
it's irreverent.
It is just a mess. And I would be like editing and laughing.
You don't want to get rid of those.
And I knew it was good. That's how I knew I was
rid
good. Because I would be editing months in, watching the same thing over and over, still like, like that's how you know, like you still like a month after watching the same girl do the same thing. It's a good thing. So I would say the editing process was tough. I also want to just take a minute to just be real and say, you know, this is a project me and my husband worked on together. I've been married 18 years. And working that close with your spouse on something that is creative and that is a passion project and all these other things that are associated with it, that was tough. You know what I mean? I think because there's no separation of church and state. You know what I mean? We just there all the time. Like, just regular eating dinner. Tell me something. Did you call it?
Morning news.
Right. Like,
y'all right. You scrambling eggs. Did you call the editor?
Did we get the whatever? Right. There's a hiccup, right?
Yes.
Did you go to the grocery store to get the toilet paper? And did you tell them that, did you put the post on social media? Like, there's no separation. And so much of our lives have become blended in between this project and our real lives. And it becomes such a huge force in our family. Like, it just the
elephant in the room.
It was like this big old pink tree she got right here. It was like, ding, here we go. And we couldn't, you know.
I want to see the tree.
They go to big old pink tree. It was
a
like
pink tree.
It was like this. Hello, I'm always here. Hello.
And that was the movie in your life.
In our life. And so I think that was really tough. I need to be honest about it. That was very tough, just as a,
because we see these power couples.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What are some of the Brock I kill?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't know.
All
I never know anybody's name. Forgive
they
me.
all
but they go through. People are making projects together, producing projects together, and then we see your post. We think everything's perfect, but it's more than a notion to produce a project together. And
because
you put your own money into it.
It's your own. It's our money, right? It's our money.
It's our self-financed.
It's our project. It's our friends. It's our connections, and also it's our opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think I just need to be really clear, like that power dynamic of opinions and power and position,
human to human, but also male and female,
male to female,
husband
spouse,
and wife.
It's all these things, and that was tough.
And the children were still doing their activities.
The children still got their stuff. Baby, I'll be on set like, are you gonna take it to the cut? Hello, no, not that shirt. Change your shirt. Yeah, okay, I love you. I love you so much.
Multitasking of it all.
But I think that was tough. I think what I learned, and I've talked to you about this before, is just I didn't really think, you know, I'm a skeptic when I come to stuff. People be saying like, oh, my maternal time clock was going. I'd be like, there's no maternal time clock until that thing started ticking. And I was like, my time clock. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Or like, oh, how men and women, how people, women.
No, men are from what they say. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus or whatever. But you found out men think a different way, women think a different way,
and they think a different way. They need different things.
Yes,
they respond differently. And just the power dynamic, and just it's like, let me take power because I feel like it sounds so aggressive. Just the life force that comes with people just being people and having a different set of needs and wants and priorities. Yeah, that's really what it was. It was just like. It wasn't.
You got different, even on set, you got your different actors coming. You got this one's a comedian. This one's a social media person. This one went to Juilliard.
Yes.
Like you got different levels of entertainers. And then you got your household, your children,
Yes,
your
yes.
husband. He's art director, but now
Yes.
he's functioning as a producer.
Yes.
You're an actress, but now you're functioning as a producer. Now, how do we come together and
no
keep
one,
the peace?
no one was wrong.
Right.
Okay.
It's just
different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah.
And so how do you balance okay, but my different needs to win this time.
Right.
Hello, my different needs to win. Okay, thank you, different, but my difference got to be the winning different.
Come on,
like
my different.
and then your different can win this time.
Okay.
For a little bit, because my difference gonna win again. Like,
man,
that's a real thing. And so I just want to.
And as a writer and director,
Yeah.
and this being a baby inside of your
Yeah,
head,
because there's some things that I just and I have to
are
say
non-negotiable. sometimes.
non-negotiable. And just as a new novice person in this industry, in this way,
This
right?
space
This
of the industry,
space,
yeah.
like this
Yeah.
form of leadership as a director, or director, writer, producer, whatever, all those things, all those names. What was different was a lot of the stuff I already had and could see in my head. I felt like Lucille Ball in that way. They talked about how Lucille Ball was like
Ooh,
that.
that Lucille
I remember
Ball
when I
movie
watched
is
the movie,
so
I
good.
wept. I
Me
think I told
too.
Saycon.
Yeah, we talked about it.
I wept when I watched that movie. I'm
Yeah.
about to cry right now
Mm.
because I knew, I was like, that's me. Like I could see things in my head sometimes, and I know exactly how it needs to play out, but I don't necessarily have the language. I just need you to trust me and
Yes.
follow me. It's going to be good.
And then let's be clear, sometimes it's hard for people to trust women. There is
Yeah.
a layer of women are supposed to do this, women are supposed to be pretty, just be an actress. And so when somebody has to really take you on
Yeah.
in all of your fullness,
Yes.
like to really have someone take you in all of your creativity, all of your
And
fullness,
trust it.
and trust it, and not know what it's going to be, but still trust it. Like, I know you don't understand why I need this little
Yes,
squeeze toy
yes,
coming out of this
yes.
this snack pack for these children.
Yes.
But I need a toy for my snack pack,
And I need to be, yes, I
and
need to
this
be
is
this
what I
kind of
need.
toy. And I need, and it would be like, I need this kind of toy, I need this kind of sound. And they'll be like, here's some toys. I'll be like,
no, I just told you.
I said, I need, okay, I need this kind of toy, this kind of sound. And they'll be like, that doesn't exist. And then me at the Dollar Tree,
boom,
Thomas,
here it is.
here goes 7 toys that
Yes.
make this kind of sound.
Do you
know what
remember
I mean?
we talked about Beyonce?
Yeah.
Y'all, a lot of y'all have seen that Beyonce documentary where she talks about she was ordering, she wanted
And I
some
was
kind
like,
of screen.
I was like, she lied.
She was like,
Everybody
can I
whatever
get
she-
it? You thinking everybody does whatever she says.
Yes.
But no, you sit there and watch it on the documentary. She's like, can I have a screen? Da, da,
I was
da,
like,
da. And they're like, they
this.
don't have it. And she's like, 20-foot such and such screen
This
right
one,
here.
this is what I want.
You know, it's just tough when sometimes people just, for whatever reasons,
And I do think
it's hard for them
because
to.
I think people, this is also something I learned.
Okay.
Most people work in one very finite lane, and that's their
Yes.
lane,
Mhm.
especially in film and TV.
Yeah.
Props is over props.
Yep.
Hair and makeup is over hair and makeup.
Mhm.
That's all they do. They do
Yeah.
hair or they do makeup.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Not they can't do both, but that's what they do.
What they specialize
That's what they
in.
that's their
Yes.
and that's their assignment. That's their assignment.
Mhm.
I'm just
Their,
trying-
their wheelhouse,
Costume-
their ministry. so to
costume
speak.
is over costumes.
Yes.
And that's what they do.
Yes.
Costume doesn't come and do hair. Props doesn't come and do makeup,
Right.
right? So
Right.
so that's how most people not only function, but that's how what they're expected, the lane they're expected to be in.
Right.
And so when you come with someone like myself who be like 17,000 hats, right? It's saying to you like, can I have her makeup kind of swoop, 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 swoop? And you like, girl, you don't even know how to put on no lashes, which is true. I don't.
Right.
But can I have her make a swoop, 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 swoop?
Right.
This is just an example. Make
But
it
you might
honestly
need that
great.
because you know that you.
But in my mind, I know I need it because I know in my mind,
you
I
know
want
that
it.
you got an angle that you need this actor
Yes.
to walk in.
And I
and
know
her
eventually
hat
I'm
is
gonna have
gonna
to
be down, and the
I
camera's
go
gonna
see-
go
yes,
like this,
that's
so the
it,
hair gotta
that's
go
it,
like that,
that's
so
it. that when she flips back, it could do that. So if her
Yes.
hair don't flip back, but you don't know
But
that because
the
it's-
makeup, the hair person might not know
that
that.
they don't know. I know they don't know
Right.
it. And I'm saying this as I'm
and you
saying,
don't have time
I'm saying this is
nor
my
the
deficit.
energy to keep
Yes,
explaining it
yes.
either.
But this is also my deficit.
Hmm.
Perhaps there is a way that I could have
Oh,
given that
explained
info
it
that
better,
makes
yeah.
it make better, right? I could have taken it, downloaded from my brain, and had it laid out better. Perhaps I'm saying that to say, or you could just do this shit.
Just do it. Just do what I
And,
asked.
and, I'm not, and it's not bad. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like, or
yeah.
you could have just trust that.
Yeah.
And even if I didn't need it, it was gonna be on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let it look bad.
It was
'cause of
gonna be on me.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
so I think that's the thing I learned about myself is
Yeah.
that I have to either give it to people better, or I have to create a space where they're more trusting. And I do want to say that I had the most amazing crew
Yes.
I can't even,
Mhm.
I don't even know how I got that blessed. I had the
Yes.
most amazing crew, and they were so willing to rock with my shenanigans.
A lot of them had, like what I was speaking of
Yes.
earlier, were connected through the Wonder
Wonder
Years
Years,
show. We
yeah.
had a lot of Wonder
A lot
Years
of Wonder
cast and
Years,
crew.
the
that
department
were,
heads were great.
Mhm.
And a lot of them were just like, okay, and I would just say, like, I know I'm going to need this, or I know I'm going to
Mhm.
need that. And they would get it because I couldn't necessarily explain it. But then when I would be like, hey, where's the green shoe case? They'll be like,
They're like, oh, that's when it's
and
time
I'm like,
to
here you
use that.
go. This is what I want the green shoe case for, right? Because I wanted the actor to be able to have something to then play with or something like that.
But that's what a lot of times, that's when it all comes together. Sometimes, as far as I've been talking about this a lot, about how I utilize my life force. You know, when you're of a certain age,
Mhm.
you recognize how much energy it takes to do certain things. So, like, to have to repeat yourself or whatever,
Mhm.
there's spaces where you need to repeat yourself, and there's spaces where it's like, you just got to trust me. You know, there's a car coming, duck. You want to tell somebody to move, and then you don't got time for them to say, why should I move? Boom, now they hit by a car. You know what I mean? Like, they gotta just trust you. Make sure you are thumbs up and subscribing to SayconTalks, and make sure that you follow us. Look at the Chirons going by. Look, you have one Charity Jordan on IG. I have SayconTalks on TikTok. Charity's got her TikTok coming soon.
I missed the trend
and
a
I'm
little bit.
certainly going to be linking everything below for anything that you want to learn, like more and more and more about Charity Jordan, about Justin Jordan, about what. So Artist Direct. What is the name of your production company?
Artist Director Media is
Okay.
our production company that we do most of our things under. And then we had a specific production company for this. I did
Artist Director Media.
Vera.
Make sure you
Mhm.
follow. Yes.
Oh yeah, because if you go to that page on YouTube, you'll see all the things we've been. When I look
Yes.
at the
The body of
inventory
work.
of work we've
Yes.
made, we've been making stuff for a decade.
Yes.
Literally making stories that we feel like tell and represent our community for a decade. So if you want to watch all those, I did a podcast. I mean, before podcast was happening, I was doing like a little
radio,
little series. Yeah, so it's all
and
on
fun
there.
fact, They Kill Tyrone. Is that
Yeah.
the name?
Mhm.
So They Kill Tyrone. They have these little inner movies, inner TV
Mhm.
vignettes. They produce those.
Yeah,
If
we
you watch
did.
that movie, it's starring, what's our Star Wars guy? I forget his name.
No,
And
John
Jamie Foxx is in
Bodega,
it. John Bodega.
Jamie
yeah.
Foxx,
Yeah, he was in Star Wars.
not Tiana Taylor,
Tiana Parrish. I
Parrish,
just saw
yeah.
her. Just shout
yeah,
out to
she's
Tiana.
tight, Tiana. She's so
Yes,
pretty.
yes, beautiful. So you got these amazing stars, and they're having these interactions, and then when they're looking
And
at
the TV,
the TV,
yeah,
their production company produced those little
did all
vignettes
the
and those little
vignettes.
skits. So there's a lot of, I really want to point that out, because there's a lot of different ways that you can express yourself as a creative,
Yeah.
especially in this era right now. Our business is changing so much.
Too fast for me.
And I want to ask your opinion on something, veering off, with you having come into this feature film, and you did it with Screen Actors Guild,
Mhm.
right? We are currently in Georgia,
Mhm.
which is a right to work state.
Yes.
So in our state and in our business, there's this big conversation about union stuff and non-union stuff, about skits and social media and vertical dramas and different
Yeah.
things like that. And I'm hearing a lot of things about people making a lot of money in certain spaces
Yeah.
that we have been trained to not do. Like, I think it took a long time, even myself. I love YouTube. I'm obsessed with YouTube. I would probably watch more YouTube than I
Yes.
do regular television.
She'd be like, let me take her outside.
I love to watch. I mean, shout out to Forrest Rocks. I love like watching people like her. I love those different spaces, right? So to be in the, traditional, legit theater and film world, and then be met with, I went to an event and there were people who were like, I got movies on Tubi and
17 movies. I did 17 movies.
right, and
last year.
they never took an acting class in their life,
Yeah,
but they're so
yeah.
proud of the work that they're doing. And I'm having to open my eyes and say, well, now let me not be bougie, and let me open my eyes to see what's happening over
Yeah.
here on this production company, what's happening at Tubi, what's
Mhm.
happening, wherever, BET Plus, all these different streaming subsidiary
Yeah.
platforms. I want to ask you a sidebar, what your opinion is on verticals or those different types of
Yeah.
non-union dramas. Like,
I'm trying to, the independent creator of me is like, yeah, do your thing, get your phone, shoot with your phone, make your stuff great. Get your, it's like selling discs, selling your mixtape out your back, your trunk. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Make your mixtape. And I think because we grew up with so many things, like the reason Saycon has music on everything I've ever made, because everybody we grew up with had
we
their
were
own
making
little,
our own little music.
They all had their own little music.
Yes.
Not little. They all had their CDs. They all had their music.
Mika Means.
You know what I mean? Jahi.
Yes.
All of us had things. And so the independent artist in me says, yeah, those things are so viable. But then the professional in me says, But then you join the union, you know, and then you become official, and then you pay your dues,
And you have protections.
and you have
by the union,
protections, and you have
insurance,
agents, and
yes.
you get calls. You know what I
Mhm,
mean?
mhm.
And those things were such a mark, I want to say, of success for me. It meant
Mhm.
so much to me to get when I got my SAG card, and when you get an audition, and you know you get to go on these real platforms. It meant so much. It
The
was
big
such a,
three: ABC,
Yes.
CBS, NBC.
it meant like, dang, I've arrived. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? When you got to get to these markers. What I love about now is that people arrive whenever the hell they want to.
Okay.
I'm going to just arrive. I'm not waiting for these people to bring this truck and pick me up.
Honey,
so that's great.
Your movie is an example
My
of
movie
that.
is an example of that, right?
Like
I'm
you
just
got
gonna,
Chrissy, who's a
Instagram
Instagram star.
She's a star.
Like
Scotty, all
personality
those people are
plus.
Scotty
Scotty ATL.
they're
Shout
like
out to
huge
Scotty. Yeah.
stars.
Yeah, he's a rapper and having his gold tooth business. People are
People
out
are
here
doing their
getting
thing.
it
They're doing their
and using the
thing.
social media and using it to get to the
and
bag.
I wish so I think there could be a room for both, is what I want to say though. I think there's a place for both. And I
I
think
agree.
there's an audience for both, because there are people who want to see things that are well written and great quality and good lighting
Yes.
and good hair and good, you know, consistency. You know, they want to see that.
Yes.
There's an audience for that. And some people just want to laugh and sit back and not care. They don't,
Right.
I don't care about none of that stuff.
And
you know what I
kick it.
mean?
Yep,
And
absolutely.
kick it. So I think there's room for both.
And if you got the people who are in, I like vintage dramas, you know, people who are into the old fashioned things. There's definitely room for both.
And I'm learning how to. I was literally last night, because I'm working on I'm doing research. I'm about to direct a play.
Ooh.
Directing a play at Synchronicity.
Plug
here
your
in
new play
Atlanta.
that's going to be going.
It's called Catching the Moon. It's going to be at Synchronicity Theater here in Atlanta. It's going to be opening up in February. So I'm in my research mode, and when I get into that, it's about the first female professional baseball player whose name was Tony Stone.
I'm excited.
And so I'm in my research era, right? So I'm like everything baseball, everything black baseball, everything woman athlete. So I'm down that rabbit hole. But I watched this movie with Billy D.
Williams?
Billy D. Williams is in it. Richard Pryor is in it. Mufasa, James Earl Jones is in it, right? And I'm watching this about baseball. It's called Dang It Something and the King and the Traveling Kings. Bingo and the Traveling Kings. But it's from the 70s. But I'm watching it, and it's talking about these baseball players who weren't getting the recognition they wanted. So they branched off. They were like,
started their own league?
It started their own like bootleg league, right? Because they were in the Black Negro League, but you know, they were getting kind of shitty wages. They were like, we can go on the road and do this ourselves. So they go on the road themselves.
Cut out the middleman.
They was like, we cut out the middleman. So they go on the road themselves. They like, hey, we want to play y'all in baseball. They play people in baseball, and they do funny stuff, you know.
I have to watch this.
Yeah,
I've never seen this.
It's pretty cool. But it makes me
vintage. I thought I seen on my black vintage movies.
I have just exposed.
Honey, you exposed me, honey. I thought I was the Harry Belafonte.
Okay, I got
James Earl Jones.
Okay, now I was watching the Braxtons before I watched that, but I got a little culture. Okay,
come on, from the Braxtons to James Earl Jones.
But to say the people have always been saying, I'm going to get to where I want to get to. And I like that about this generation. People are like, I'm getting to it. I'm doing it. I have the means, I have the lighting. I know the people. So I think it's room for both. And I am evolving to that. You know what I mean? And I think to figure out the way to do that in the best way. But I think there's room for both. I think we do still need well-trained.
Yes.
Listen,
yes,
I think there's a place for that as well. We still need well-trained everything.
Yes.
I was at a restaurant today, and I walked in, and the
well-trained waitresses.
We need well-trained
just
greeting. Listen. I got to tell a story. I walked in, I was like,
"Oh Lord, not another ATL brunch story."
Listen, ATL brunch
attack.
ATL brunches. We got to do a cut for that. ATL brunches attack. I walked in. I have a little scarf because it got a little chilly today, and I walked in.
Did you have your family with you? Or
It was just me and my husband. We were on a little
brunch
date.
See, they still dating. They producing and dating. Okay.
It took a lot. I was like, I'm gonna put on these. He was like, can you not put on sweats? I put on some jeans. Hold on.
Honey, look at the jeans.
You see it?
Look at the jeans.
You see?
The jeans are jeans.
Okay. So
yes.
I got a little grandma scarf. Okay. Anyway, so I walked in and I was like, and she was like, and you're like, and I was like, and she was like, I was like
she's supposed to say hello, welcome
and she
to
was like,
XYZ.
Hi. And I was like, and she was like, I was like, are you?
No, welcome.
Like she don't know. So then she was like, I thought you asked me something. I was like, no, I thought you asked me.
I just
something.
walked into your restaurant.
And she was like, and I was
See, this is the moment where if I were the hostess, I say, "Hello, welcome to such
Yes,
restaurant.
How do you
will
have
we be sitting
reservations?
too?
Or
Do
is
you
it
have
just
reservation?"
you?
Right.
So then she just kind of was like, she said, "Oh, I just kind of, I don't," and I said, and then she went, "Do you have a reservation?" I said, "I do." And she said, "What's your name?" I said, "Charity Jordan." She said, "Oh, okay."
So then she didn't say, "Well, I'll get 2 menus for you. Let me get your
said, "Bitch,
server."
what's wrong?
Yes.
But again, listen, I'm saying out to say we need well-trained everything.
Yeah.
We need well-trained everything. And I think we cannot, in pursuit of getting the money or getting the fame or getting the title or getting the likes and views, we can't skip just some things. Like, and even if we do skip it the first time, we have to come back. So when she finished stumbling through it, I went, "Baby, when people come in, you gotta ask them their name and did you know how many people?" Yeah, she was like, "I just started here." So and I went,
"Well, that's beautiful that you paid it forward."
I don't know. I said, "I know, but you just go, hey, how can I help you?"
You gotta ask the people. Yeah, welcome. So welcome the people. Like, you are the welcome mat.
You're the welcome.
You are the welcome committee. Yes, you're the hostess. Yes.
So I'm saying it to say
that's beautiful though. Because I take those moments too, honey.
You're like, girl.
I taught a boy.
I bought
something the other day at the I was buying a few little items and the guy was wrapping my stuff and he just put the paper on. I said, "Baby, if you tuck the paper in, it'll stay." And I said, "I know." To this day, he probably wrapping the heck out of those. He tucking and wrapping where it can stay. Because child, the way he just put the paper. But sometimes that's when we are entering into our mature elders. Okay. We are elders. We can impart information.
But I'm saying it to say, as we're talking about the vast array of ways that people can be creative and put their creativity out there, I think at some point, just in the spirit of excellence, in the spirit of honoring all those who paved the ways for us, and it's in the spirit of saying thank you and showing gratitude for the creativity that you have, you do have to level up, right? And so no matter what platform you're on or what you're doing, you have to be willing to improve. Not just because, and okay, you don't have to because you got the views, you don't have to, but let's want to improve. Like I want the next film I do, I want it to be better. I want to have better funding. I want to have better services.
More production, more whatever.
Days.
Bigger budget.
I want to.
Yes.
I could do it again the same.
Right.
But that's not improvement or growth for me or anybody else. And so I think wherever we're doing, if you have a YouTube page, how do you make it better? How do you improve? If it's just buying a new lighting kit? If it's just buying a new backdrop, if it's just buying,
or do you want to invest in a camera or whatever? Yeah.
Or
we're gonna have merch next time, right?
Or merch.
Yes, maybe next year because this movie is evergreen.
Yes, evergreen.
Vera's holiday.
You can watch it anytime.
You can watch it anytime. Yeah. I was telling people that we would say. I heard Justin say it's like National Lampoon meets Friday.
Yeah.
I also say meets Why Did I Get Married? I think it's a little layer of that in there too, because you got couples. Because as zany and crazy and wild as movie is, there is a little bit of a love interest in there as well. There's an international appeal.
Yes.
I think there is a little bit of something for everybody.
And I think you can watch. And I want to say I am so happy that, which is a check for me. I think I'm a little tomboy in my own way. But
I said the way her frat boy mind works.
It is a little frat.
I said this multiple times.
It's a frat boy
frat boy humor. I had to clutch my pearl.
Yeah,
I had to clutch my pearl multiple times. I was like, wait, what? When I was reading the script, I had to spit my juice out. Like, and I said, no, what? Excuse me. This is not your this is not your traditional cocoa sipping.
Yes, please.
Boy meets girl, boy works at tree farm, and girl comes from the big city. This is not that movie.
This is real when I get real ATL.
It's a cheeky little movie.
It's a little cheeky. It's a little ATL. Yes. I want to say that though. I think it is. I do have. I a little frat boy living right inside of my left under boob right here. It's right there.
This is the thing. I have an inner frat boy too, but I'd be a little more scared to let it out. Oh yeah, my inner frat boy is there. I just don't let it out. So Charity is giving me the courage.
I'm a fool.
Baby,
I'm about to be like,
are we in New Orleans? Look, you have to be like Vera goes to New Orleans. We have to do. Come on,
okay.
Let Rhonda come.
Okay, Rhonda can come.
Little sidebar. For much love to our Freddie Hendrix. He said he wants to be in one of your projects.
Oh, I would love
Maybe he can play an uncle or something. I don't know. He got to play something.
He got
to have a cameo or something
because he's the genesis of a lot.
He has helped us and started everything, like getting us to get out of our shell as actresses, as singers, as people on theater doing the stage. So big shout out, much love to
and
Freddie
to believe in
Hendricks.
ourselves. I want to say just Freddie just gave the space for hundreds of Black kids to just come in a space, be able to sing, dance, act, but more than that, to believe in themselves.
Yes, absolutely.
And I take that now, like I can do that. Like I can figure it out. Like
walk
I can
in,
do it.
like let me go for it. Yeah,
I can do it. And I think that's the biggest thing. And the film, I want to go back to Vera's Holiday Flop for a second and just talk about how it is an all-year movie.
Yes, you can watch it.
You can watch it anytime. It does have a little interfrat. And the thing I was gonna say about the reason we got to talk about the interfrat,
just warn your mama a little bit if you watching it.
but
with
she
your
gonna
mama.
like it because she gonna be like,
She
and I have my mama what she like.
Yes.
Tight smile.
My mama enjoyed
She
it.
don't want to laugh, but she
I
like,
put it on, honey. Yeah. Shout out to my mom. She
Shout
enjoyed
out
it
to
as
all
well.
the
She said, I'm
mommies.
so proud of y'all. Shout out to the mommies. Shout out to all the moms. Yeah.
But I love that men have been liking the film.
Yes.
That's what I really.
That's the thing. That's
the
what I
thing.
mean.
And
Yeah.
that's what I like. I mean, women like holiday movies,
Yeah.
but I wanted to make something that men like too.
Yeah.
And men have been. I'm talking about some men.
Like
shout it, this y'all were hard as hell. Shout out, laughing like a bull. But
Yes.
like men have been liking and watching the whole movie, which means so much to me.
We look at Tyler Chronicles,
Yes.
who's from Wildin' Out.
He's hilarious. Griff from the morning
Griff.
show.
We
Griff
have
has
a
been
lot of
comedian
men
forever, right?
in the movie.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Scotty
they have-
ATL. I've watched them do their own interviews, and I've
Yes.
seen them put together their own, like, we finna push this movie because we need.
Yes,
They want
thank
their
you.
audiences, their male audiences, to watch this movie, enjoy, and laugh.
It's been good. Men have been really watching it, and I
Yes.
love also when the women. I love the women commentary because it's a big movie about friendship, and so
Yes.
there's girl time together in the movie
Mhm.
as well. We have our little waiting to hell moments, or as they call them,
Yes.
and the girls be like, you know how girls talk
Mhm.
when they just by themselves, and so I love sitting in the back of the theaters. We've done a couple screenings and just seeing the girls go like, "That girl, you know she ain't gonna
Yes.
talk to him. No, you know
My
he
cousin
cute. Now, you know
texted
that-
me. She was like, "I wanted them. What they gonna do?
Yeah, why?
What
I
are
mean,
they-
she should have
How
told
are they
me
gonna do?
girl,
She
'cause
why
I'm-
she didn't?
Yes, I
all of
love
that.
that.
It's
And
layered
it
in.
got all kind of little love and romance.
Yes, yes.
Shout out to Amari Cheatham, who's a brilliant actor.
Just brilliant leading man.
He's a
Also was
brilliant
from
leading man.
YA.
He's been in movies with Denzel. He's been in Django. He was in all kind of
Very
stuff.
talented.
Just
yeah.
very talented actor. And he come through with a love interest, baby. And he be
Mhm.
hitting it, baby. He be
hitting the looks, yes, the looks, the angles, yes.
Watch the movie.
And shout out to your whole everybody that you knew in your world that
Yeah.
was involved, from family, from friends to everybody. I'm
Yes.
so glad that I was able to have you on here.
Oh my God.
I want to ask you one
Okay.
more question, just a question,
We gotta come back.
Well,
Can I
we'll come back.
Can y'all
Yes,
can y'all ask
we gotta
questions when I come back?
back.
Because I want to talk more about just all of it. I want to
Yes.
layer the thing. I mean, even black lighting. Can we talk about that? The lighting looks so good.
The way-
The next time.
The way last night before she even came, I was in here hopping from seat to seat. We still had to make adjustments, but I was hopping from seat to
she
seat,
had my little
trying to figure out how I wanted
She
to.
had the little
Yeah.
make-believe
I was like,
Charity.
"This is Charity." I was like, "Hey, girl, how would you like to talk about
And then
your
she was
movie?"
turning like,
Because honey, because we brown, we chocolate, we gotta like have our light, like I've learned so much just being in this industry and having to
Yeah.
produce things for myself, do my makeup, do my hair, just having to present myself. Oh my God, we're both on here with our own natural hair
with our
right
real
now.
hair.
Because we some wig nieces.
Baby,
okay?
we in here with our
out here
real hair. Girl, get in the camera. We out here with our real hair. Show the people up down the other camera. Look, this is our real
hair. Like
Baby,
there's
we out here
so
with
much. There is so much
Okay.
that we go through as actresses.
Yes,
we could
sorry.
even just do a talk.
Oh my God,
Maybe
about
have
real hair.
Christine
We should just
on.
talk about hair.
Maybe and just talk about hair,
Beauty?
just hair and beauty in the industry. We're gonna speak that in existence. We're gonna have me, you,
Okay.
Christine, and Day Bird, makeup artist extraordinaire. We're gonna talk about that.
That's the
Um,
whole thing.
Yeah, so I just want to ask you one question
Okay.
about what would be your ultimate advice you would give for any young artist, black, white, male, female, whatever, or
Yeah.
focus on what if you want to say for black women, if you want to
Yeah,
say
no.
for young, or somebody jumping in and they're 75 and they never
Yeah.
acted before. What advice would you give for
Can I
someone
say shout
who
out
wants to get into this business?
to Jessica Lima Dad? I be seeing him on
Jessica,
everything.
he was on our show.
I be seeing Jessica Lima Dad, and I'm saying that because
He's an older
he's
actor.
an older gentleman,
Good looking.
older gentleman raised his kids, did his thing, was very supportive dad as a, would come to the shows, watch us on stage.
Jessica was in shows with
Jessica
us,
was when we was
singing and
kids,
dancing,
you know what I
acting.
mean?
Yep.
But I shout out to him, and this leads into my advice because I see him now on every little thing. I
Yeah.
was just watching Naked Gun, the new reboot.
And he was in there?
He was in there, the thing. I said, come on, Mr. Lima.
Mr. Lima.
But that's the thing. Do it. Do
Yeah.
it. There is no age limit. There is no expiration. And I said this in another talking time we had. Do it scared. I was so scared. I was in that bathroom shitting before they called
Not
action.
the bubble guts.
Because baby, I was so scared.
Not
I
the
said,
bubble
Charity, you
guts.
don't know what the hell you doing.
Oh,
You ain't never directed no feature film. You ain't never had no sad contract like weighing on your back. You ain't never hired 50-something people to come and work for you. You don't know. You ain't never had no loan this big.
Come on.
You
All
ain't
of
never
it.
had no credit score landing this high. Like,
Right, all of
you
it.
don't know what you're doing. I was so scared of failing. I was so scared of letting people down. I was so scared of messing up. But I was like, all right, here we go.
Right.
Come on.
Let's go.
Let's
Right.
go. I
We
was
here,
like,
we in this.
I was like, we in it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I would say just don't be, I know you want to be a pretty dog, like a killer. Just do it scared. You know what I mean? Do it scared. Do it shaky. Do it shitting.
No matter what age,
Do it no matter what
yeah.
age, no matter what time. If you
That's what I've
have,
been working through too. Is I mess around and be forgetting I'm fine. I'm like,
girl, I
just
know
'cause you have a
said
certain
to me the other day,
age-
you said, girl, I forgot I was fine.
I was fine.
I was fine.
Sometimes you gotta remember.
You gotta
Yes.
remember. Yeah.
Yes.
And I think
And you can do it. Just
you
go
can do,
for
just
it.
do it. Just do it. Because you're just doing it, I think, opens the door for you to do it a little bit more. That's the thing. I think about our web series, Mommy Uncensored, that I was making when my kids were babies. I know it's about to run out. And I was like, just doing it with in my bathroom, my little cell phone, just trying to do that. But I think that opened door for me to say, I could write a few more pages. And then that opened the door for me saying, I can write a little bit more. I can direct a little bit more. I can hire catering. I can order food
That's
for 50
growing.
people.
That's stretching.
I can order, I can get a makeup artist. So just do it scared and come back and listen to more when we talk next time.
Yes,
Y'all
we will
check it
talk
out.
next time. Make sure you
So
check
proud.
it out.
Y'all buy my baby a coffee, a cinnamon roll. Don't do her like that. Now this is good. This is good stuff.
Visit Saycon store. I always got to cover it because of the
There we
glare.
go.
But visit Saycon store and get yourself a coffee mug, tea mug, t-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever it is you want to do to support. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Make sure that you click and follow everybody that's mentioned, everything that we mentioned. Make sure that you follow Artist Director Media because look, social media is now
It's
what
a
I've heard.
currency,
It's called they call it interest media now. So Artist Director Media may be a network to come. Who knows, like as far as production, producers, everything that we're doing. So please follow us now. Get on the train for everything that we're doing now.
Sorry, my husband just said, what kind of fish should I buy? I'm at the grocery store.
That's real.
Baby, I'm trying to be famous. I'm a superstar. I got time to tell.
What do you mean? What kind of fish? What do you mean?
Catfish. Hold on. Catfish. I'm trying to be a star.
Keeping it real. Look, she's keeping it real. So make sure you visit and follow us. We're going to get off and go talk and do what we handle our family business. She going to order her fish. She's trying to be a star. But thank you so much. Yeah, come on, fish and grits.
We make a fish and grits tonight because one daughter's allergic to seafood. So we got shrimp and grits and then make her fish and grits.
Because she can't eat shellfish. So look,
Sorry.
And then I'm planning a party. You gonna come to my party?
Oh.
I'm having a little holiday something. It's a post-Christmas, pre-New Year's thing. So because I don't want to be responsible for people on New Year's Eve because they be staying too long. I can't do it. But I do want to have something. So
that's good.
Shout out to everybody
I did not
who's
want to
coming.
have anything.
Yes,
I
look,
please.
She said she didn't want to do nothing this year. I said you have provided holiday cheer for everybody with this
for the
film.
whole world.
Yes. So yay. So give me a hug, girl. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much. I love you.
Watch the
so
movie. She's
much.
brilliant in the movie. She's
What is
beautiful.
in this bag?
Oh, I bought you a gift.
What is that?
I think Oprah's my biggest thing. Shout out Oprah.
Lord.
Tag her in the thing. Oprah.
Come on, Oprah.
I always bring a gift because I love gifts. So I'm not
love
gonna let
the
you open
holidays.
everything in here, but I do want to give you one little gift because I know you love tea.
It's so cute.
Look at you.
Oh my
And she's a lover of
goodness.
languages as well.
Sí, yo quiero hablar español. Oh, look at that. It says Te amor. Yes,
So I
that
want to
is
bring
so
you a mug.
cute.
And then I bought me a matching one so when I come back, we can drink together.
Well, so we'll do another talk and
With these.
maybe we'll do something for
and
honey,
this one's just
we'll
says
do something
love
for
in English.
Valentine's. And we'll drink a little
Okay,
Valentine, talk
okay.
about love, talk about
Oh,
black
talk about
love, black hair, black beauty, all of the things.
But
Oh,
it's
this
some
is
more
so
cute things in here. But
cute.
I just had to bring you some gifts because I
Girl,
want to
that's
celebrate you for all the things you do. So
Thank you for
Don't-
being on here.
I love
And you guys, thank you for following at SayconTalks and following my subscribing here on YouTube. Y'all see I'm getting started. I'm keeping it going. So I love you guys, and make sure you hit everything, like, subscribe, follow, and have a wonderful and blessed 2026.
2026.
Happy New Year.
What's our year? My year for 2026 is audacity.
Oh, what is this? My year of
Hurry up, the thing is
I
gonna
want to
go.
say love.
Ooh.
My year of love, my year of power.
Let's take
I'll
say
take audacity
good.
as well.
Your
Yes.
year of love.
My year of love.
I hope
and
that
power.
it's a year of love and power.
Yes.
And have the audacity to say it with confidence.
Amen. Audacity of love.
Audacity
and
of
power.
love. Yay! Okay.
Bye, y'all. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, that was good.